Hi, this is Shannon with Chic and Sassy Nails by Shannon. I am doing my next mani, and it is my Thanksgiving mani, and I am actually going to attempt my first braid, which probably is a mistake to do it on video since it's my very first one. But we're going to try it. And I'm actually not even doing a braid. I'm sorry. I'm doing like a faux braid type style that kind of looks like mosaic-y, you know. It reminds me of like herringbone tile, to be honest. So my base that I'm using, it looks white in the video, but it's not. This is the base, the solid strips from Plaid You Came from last year's things. Basically all of my sets are from last year's collections. I don't know if you can see, it's like a kind of a cream base with like a gold flash to it, but it looks white because of how the lighting is affecting it. So I'm gonna cut, I don't know, I've never done this before, so we're just gonna ad lib and figure it out, I guess. So I'm gonna try to do stripes, and then I'm gonna try to piece them together in the correct way. I probably should have watched a video on how to do this because I've never done it before, but we'll just go for it. Worst case is it doesn't turn out and I'll have to, and I'm only planning on doing one nail with this accent, so we will see what happens. Hopefully I cut those all the way through, and then the key is if I can get the same size, approximately the same size stripes going is the goal here. We're just gonna eyeball it. So it is Monday, and I think it's the 21st, and I probably should, my blade feels a little dull. I should have changed it. I got some, it didn't cut through that glitter very nicely, so shoot. And that is not even either. Dang it. Shoot. I don't know if I'm gonna want to use that last strip. I didn't seal the leftovers, so I can get some more out because I didn't know how much I needed. All right. Did I take plastic off? I did. Okay. I'm using, what are these called? I'm using Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice, which is this one that I'm cutting now. Cinnamon Swirl is this one, and Spice of Life is that one. So all from last year. I can't remember if some were from Thanksgiving and some were from the Sugar and Spice and Everything Nice collection. I think that's what it was called. So anyway, today's Monday, the 21st, I'm believing, or the 20th. Oh, it's the 20th. I'm working ahead, I guess. Okay, so today's the 20th. Now I need to cut and have some flat edges. Do I want any curved? Let me think here. Hold on a second. It's not going to line up at the right angle, so I'm going to square it off for now, and then I'll probably have to hang it off the edge. I don't know. Like I said, I've never done this before, so we're just going for it, and hopefully what I have in my mind of how you do it is correct, because, you know, I don't know. And then all right, so yesterday was Sunday, and it was kind of our last, I'm in Minnesota, this is kind of our last warm day that we, in the foreseeable future. So we were all out, a bunch of the neighbors, a bunch of people were out working on stuff. So I think what I want to do actually, let me think here, because if I cut this in half, then I can use, is that long enough? Sorry, I'm gonna figure this out first before I keep going. So I don't know if I want to start little in the corner, because I'm gonna have to build one this way and this way. It's gonna be off-centered. I'm just gonna cut them into small chunks. So I have like rectangles that are closest in size. I don't know. All right, I worked on, so last week, Tuesday, I think it was really warm. It was like still in the 60s last week, which is like 20 degrees warmer than it should be here in Minnesota. But let's do this. I hung up Christmas lights one of the days during the week. So I have this really cool, I don't know if people have seen it, it's like this extension pole thing with these plastic clips that I can hang Christmas lights from my soffit above our garage, which is our peak, to without like getting on a ladder. So I have this pole and then these plastic clips that hold the light, and then I don't know what I'm doing, so we're just gonna ad-lib. We're just gonna cut. I think I should go all the way across. That's what I don't know if I should. Actually, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should go half and do another one this way. I don't know how to deal with the end, the curvy part. It's like I need 2 strips. Let's just try that, and then try this, and then see what happens. Because I think I need to eyeball this. Sorry. I'm gonna be back and forth talking about should I have gone, I need to go this way. So that I can't visualize this. Hold on, I need reference. Okay, let me see here. I gotta grab a reference because I cannot eyeball this. Okay, so sorry. I use this big extension pole thingy with these plastic clips that clip. I can hook the lights on, and then it clips it to the like soffit. Well, when I'm doing that, one of them broke, and then I couldn't get the, and then like it started to fall, so 2 of my clips unhooked, and I couldn't get, because it was up high then, and I couldn't get the pole thing to like lock back into the clips, so then I just put new ones, new clips on, and then rehung it, but then I had these loose clips hanging. Okay, so then I had these loose clips, so I didn't want that. So that's what I had, and then I left the end, so the end of our, like, the end of my peak, I guess it would be, is the end of my peak. This isn't very straight, is it? Alright, well, this is going to be a little rough, because, can I get this up? I don't know if I can pick this back up. Probably not. the end of the peak where like my gutter is, I couldn't, sorry, I'm trying to cut this because I put it too close. I couldn't hook it to the gutter without being on the roof. So yesterday I had to wait till my husband was home and I was home at the same time. And yesterday he helped me get the ladder down, and I went on the roof and I fixed my clips so I didn't have extra clips just hanging loose from my light. And then I also I fixed finished the end where I could hook it to the gutter. So I finished that, and then when I was on the roof, we needed to clean off the gutters, so I ended up taking the leaf blower and just blew all the gutters out, which then makes all that yucky, decomposing gutter leaves all over the yard. But I'm sure the dogs are enjoying eating those when we're not out there. And then we also got the garage cleaned out enough to get my husband's car in the driveway, or in the garage, because we haven't had both cars in the garage for a long time, probably 4 years, I don't remember. But so that was a nice feeling. He has a new car a new used car, so that was nice to get that in. Let me see. And then, sorry, I'm trying to focus on the pattern and talking at the same time. That's a little tricky for me. I don't know if this is how this is supposed to go, but close enough. Once I laid this down, I can't really get it back up, so here we are. Yeah, alright. It is not perfect by any means, but it'll do at my first attempt at this. So I've never done a braid either, so maybe that would have been easier to do like a normal braid, because like I can braid hair, but I don't know if that's the same. I'm sure it is, isn't it? This is not exactly the same. Alright. Okay, so I gotta make sure I'm doing the right pattern. And then, so the biggest thing we got our snowplow and his car in the driveway, or in the garage. I keep saying driveway. So that was a big deal. And now we have 2 SUVs at the same time, which we've had before, but we haven't had them both in the garage. So we had to do a little maneuvering, because my husband's a big guy and he needs to be able to open the door wide enough to get into the car. Because when I first pulled in, we got them both in, but then we couldn't open the car door, so that makes it tricky to get in and out. So my issue is I don't think I cut, these aren't also like square, like at right angles, so, and then I'm not quite lining them up perfect. So they're not, the space in between isn't perfect. So it is fine, but that is what is off with these. And my question is, can I get 2 strips with one of these and I don't have to make another one? I think it'll be close enough. Alright, let's just eyeball that. I don't know. It's not awful. I do like the colors. I probably should have not done so much space in between. I could have done them closer together. I don't know. Live and learn on my first attempt, right? Okay, let's just hold this one because I just need the end. And then I need, here, I'm going to take this and cut this. And I'm going to use this end if I can get it up and it's not, and it's still sticky, because I really don't want to cut in case I have to make another one. I don't want to use the whole strip just for that little corner. Alright, that's pretty even though it's not perfect. Alright, let's see if I can get this off my mat. And then I'm just going to take my scissors and, not my scissors, my X-Acto knife, and trim these off. I think I got this cut, did I not? Alright, so that was our busy weekend, getting the garage, and then I worked, made dinner. Oh, I did all my nail prep yesterday. So took off my toenail polish that have been on forever. I don't even know how long, and then because the growth was a lot, but it was that Santa baby, so it was bright red glitter, so I have my toes were kind of stained red for a little bit. But I did a bunch of lotion, and I did try the nail strengthening serum and the restorative cuticle cream stuff on my toes and my fingers yesterday, and then I did ridge filler, just one layer of ridge filler this morning on my fingernails, not on my toes. I'm going to leave my toes notched. I'm not going to put a mani on or a pedi on right now because it is winter and we can't even see our toes because I'm wearing socks all the time. So, and then I was going to go with some of the new colors today, but then I wanted to do a fall look for my sorry, I can't pick this up. A fall look for Thanksgiving. So since Thanksgiving is this week, I figured I'd probably do my Thanksgiving mani, and then after that I will work on some of these new sets. So I'm gonna see, I've never actually done this where I've put on, oh, this is sticking to me, I have stuff sticking to me. Alright, we're doing my accent nails, my ring finger as the accent nail. Alright, sorry, I'm concentrating. So I got this weird fold in between. Oh, I see what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna be able to, like, the double layered is like tricky. I'm having a, it's like I really don't want to ruin this, but I haven't been able to. Alright, that's going to be enough to use on the other finger. Okay, let's see here. Where's my pusher? See if I can push this apart enough to smooth that out. So, like, I don't know. So this looks like tile to me. So, like, the mortar area was bubbling when I put it on because it was heavier, like thicker, you know, where I had the double layers. So we'll see if I can, and then I want to clean up. I have a little part I want to push. I think that's fine. All right. Cut that off, or I guess, yeah, here. All right. All right, yay. That worked. It's like a braid, a faux braid or a tile thing. All right, the colors look a little different on camera for me with the, I have natural light. Let's see if I turn this on. Where's my light here? There's that. Yeah, that's giving it a little warmth here. There you go. Okay, so that is my first faux braid. Like I said, it reminds me of the herringbone tile, so maybe we'll call it that. And then we are going to use this other side for this finger, and hopefully it's enough, because that's, I don't want to do this again. Oh yeah, perfect. All right. Yay! Alright. Oh, it like... yeah, that's fine. That's how it is. Alright, so let's... So you gotta kind of watch, I guess, when you're laying these down to get it smooth enough. And then I am gonna do not ridge filler, the plumping top coat, I believe, with this. But let's get this trimmed off. It's gonna pull that stripe off. Let's see if I can push that up a little bit back onto my nail. That didn't really do what I wanted it to. I should have filed that off or trim it. I'll just trim it. Let's let that be. Hold on, let me get my clippers and we'll just cut them. I should have done that in the first place. Alright, so don't wrap it when you have that right on the edge, because it's not liking that at all. So we won't wrap that. But let me go with my clippers, which are the Color Street clippers. It's like my favorite ones. So yeah, so now I'm just super excited after this weekend. I think I was too productive though yesterday because I was very tired by the end of the day. But Saturday I had a play to go to, so we did not, I went to the matinee of the high school of my daughter's place, so I was not as productive during the day, because that was a good, by the time we got back and everything was probably we were gone 3 hours or so. And then I need those little clippers that Stacy has. I don't have those. All right, that works though. And then I'll clean that up. And then I have to get all this gunk out. And then, okay. So, yeah, I love these clippers, and they're super sharp, and they catch the stuff you cut off so it doesn't go flying across the room, which that's what our old one does. Well, I even have all this extra strips. Okay, so I'm gonna try to clean up. I have a little bit on this edge that I want to clean up, and then the easy stuff is going to be the solid strips, and then I'm going to add a little bit of Stacy's sassy sauce. Is that what we call it? I have to look on the bottle, but I have Thanks a Million, and I love it. Okay, so yeah, it's not perfect, but it's decent for my first try. Okay, so all right, yay. Now let's do all the rest of my nails, and these should be a lot faster because I'm doing solid strips for these. So I'm just gonna do the colors that we used, and I did not have a pinky strip left of this one, so we are going with whatever size this is. Oh, this one is too... Yeah, it's alright, I'll just make it work. Oh, you know what? I'll do this. This one like flattens out and at the bottom, and I don't want that. So I'm going to use the perforated end. It should be a better curve. There you go. Alright, so I was like productive on Sunday. Vikings lost, which was sad. I was like listening to the game as I was working on the computer on my laptop, and then they were like barely ahead the whole game and then lost at the end, which was sad. Like the last minute and a half they lost, but whatever. And then I'm not a huge Vikings fan, and my husband isn't either, but he'll turn it on if we're home. And then he usually ends up falling asleep, and then I end up watching it. So that's a thing. But I don't plan if we're home, we'll turn it on. If we remember, lots of times we'll be home on a Sunday and forget that they even exist. So, that's the sort of fans we are. And then, so this is Spice of Life. Oh, so my husband and I started Weight Watchers back in the beginning of September sometime. Actually, the 9th. And he's a guy, so he loses weight like super easy, apparently. But he has a lot more to lose than I do. He's a big boy, and he gets like tripled. So Weight Watchers, if you're not familiar, has like the point system. So instead of like counting calories, you kind of like they estimate points based on calories and fat and salt and all the things. It's what I'm assuming they're based on. I have no idea, but and then they assign you points based on like what your weight is and height and goal weight and blah blah blah. So I have like the minimum points because I am a short, tiny little person, but I still have weight to lose. And then he has like triple what I have, so it's like he gets but I like to eat, which is the problem, obviously. But man, it's hard to like. I've been struggling. We did pretty decent at first. I think I had lost 11 pounds total, but I know I forgot to weigh myself today. But I know I'm back. I'm up a little bit because I've been having hard, especially on the weekends, and especially when I'm like am busy and we don't feel like cooking. Because takeout and any like restaurant food, most restaurant foods are high in points, and so I need to get back on being good. Except then this weekend I made a tuna pasta salad, so it's like I could only have like a cup of that at lunch, and then I'll have to have something else, but it'll leave me enough points for dinner. But man, I struggle. I like to eat when I want, which is how I got at my largest weight to begin with. And I'm not saying I'm like hugely overweight, but I am definitely not as healthy as I was, and I can easily lose 20-30 pounds. But I also don't have an unexpected or unrealistic expectation that I'm going to go back to like my high school weight, because I'm 46 and not in high school anymore. Or am I 47? I think I'm 46. Yes, I am. Do you guys like ever have that happen? Like, I can't keep track of how old I am anymore. It's ridiculous. I feel like once we hit over 40, who cares? Like, I don't care what my age is. I was arguing with my family that I was only 45 the other day, so I know I'm not 45 anymore. My kids can keep getting older, but, Alright, so what do I want to do? I think I'm going to do the orangey one. Pumpkin spice. And then, alright, I'm kind of loving the accent that I've never done before. It looks probably more mosaic-y than braidy. Man, this is such a pretty color. This like orange one. Ugh. And I went way over my cuticles. What on earth is going on? Dang it. And I might not be... Oh, it's not way over. But I hope that leaves enough space for my other nail. I did leave my strips open if I don't have enough. Because I did not trim my nails today, so they are on the longer side, so sometimes I can't get 2 strips done with two nails done with 1 strip. I always mess that up and say that backwards. These are getting a little dry, so I'm going to put those under there while I finish. They've been sitting out as I sat and waited, or sat and did the braid, so I guess I shouldn't have taken those out. Oh, and perfect. I barely had enough, and it was just perfect to get. Okay, that's a stunning color. Alright, I'm going to get this pushed down. I have to clean this up. I probably shouldn't clean all my edges when I'm on the video camera, because that takes a long time. But I'm a perfectionist and I don't want to forget, because I tend to forget. Stacy always tells me that I have ADHD. So my Stacy diagnosis is ADHD, which I can see that. I have not made it a priority to do anything about it at this time, but I should. It's like on the long list of stuff. I also, yeah, so, you know, whatever. But I've been trying to get my oldest to find an ADHD medication that works for her, and we've even done some genetic like testing that was supposed to help figure out which medicine would work best, and we just are not having luck. She either doesn't like how it makes her feel, or like her stomach doesn't agree with her stomach, or she feels like it hasn't helped. But I had last count of how many ones we've tried in the last 3 years. So right now she is not on anything because we haven't found anything that works, and then she doesn't want to keep trying. So I'm like, well, it's gonna take, sometimes it takes a while to find the right combo because everybody's different. And I don't know too if she's thinking it's like gonna be like a magic trigger that all of a sudden she can focus, and maybe it does work like that for some, but I don't know. So we're having struggles with that. So that has kind of been my focus. And then, but like I said, she's taking a break from that. My mat's getting too hot. I'm gonna turn that down, and then get my pointer finger done, then my thumbs, and then we're gonna throw on some Thanks a Million Stacy sparkle sauce. There it is, not sassy sauce. I had to look. And then I was only gonna put it on the Spice of Life, which is gonna be my pinky and my thumb, but we'll see. I don't know, we'll see what I decide after I look at it. And then this will be done. I'm sure it's been this is going to take a little while, this video, since the braid took me so long. But it is definitely actually going faster than, this is not my longest, most time consuming videos, so that's good. Probably helps that I only did 1 braid, even though I have enough to do more, but I'm not going to. 1 is enough. And I don't know, so I keep thinking in my head that I could add like little tips, because I like to add the little tips in like in a contrasting color, but I'm kind of thinking I'm going to keep it simple. I should just walk away. What did I get like a bump underneath this strip? Or is it just the glitter is bumpy? I think it's just the glitter is bumpy on that one. And, I'll just, hopefully the top coat will help. So I've only used the top coat twice, but I never put 2 layers on it, so I'm wondering if I like it better. I don't mind it, but I don't think it's as plumping as what I was using before, which was the OPI plumping. But that one's real thick. It's like thicker consistency then, which makes sense. So it's more thick. I don't need more. I need only 1 coat, you know, obviously. But I guess, I don't know. I guess it depends on how gel-like you want it to feel. And then I know some people have been running into issues with some of our combos of top coats and the ridge filler, but I didn't notice any issues. Some people have had shrinkage, but I did not. What is that in my nail? I don't know if it's a glitter chunk or if it's... Okay, whatever. We'll just leave it. And then, and some people I've heard have like bubbling. So hopefully, I know everybody is different. So it really, I think, I don't know what makes, you know, like different. I'm assuming it's some sort of chemical reaction between the products and the persons. Maybe it's like the pH or the, I don't know, oiliness maybe. I don't know what makes things react differently on your nails, because it's like you feel like your nails aren't really like, I don't know, they're not like, they shouldn't be oily when you put your nails on, but maybe it's like the after they're on, then the oils that you're producing, and that's what's reacting. I have no idea. I'm obviously not a nail tech nor a science expert, obviously. But I do know that everybody's chemical makeup is different, and people react differently to every product, which is, you know, like allergens and even the like removers. Some people have reactions to our removers, some people have reactions to mineral fusion, you know, so it really is a individual thing. So obviously what works for me or somebody else doesn't mean that'll work for you. Sorry, I'm just like cleaning stuff up. I should just finish. And then I'm trying to, this tip is weird. It's not getting better because I just used it and it starts pushing up. Alright, we're gonna do Spice of Life, and then I'm for sure gonna add Spice of Life to, or the Thanks a Million top coat to the 2 Spice of Life nails, and then we will see what else I want to add it to, if anything. Let's see if I can get that smooth. No matter how much like nail prep I did, I still have these like dry, rough areas. It doesn't help that I was cleaning out the garage and stuff yesterday either, I'm sure. What did I do here? A little bump. Alright. So, I don't know. If you have any tips, by the way, of if any of you have done Weight Watchers or just are good about food tracking or calorie counting or any of that stuff, if you have any tips, let me know. I have discovered quite a few snacks and meals that I can do that are either 0 points or just a few points with the program, because we're allowed to eat like chicken and eggs, and I found some like turkey lunch meat and like no fat Greek yogurt and no fat cottage cheese, stuff like that, that are letting us have 0 points because it's a better choice than some other things, I'm assuming is why. But fruits and veggies are 0 in this program, so that helps me at least. But sometimes, like, I still have issues with not having cheese and pasta, I guess. Those are my 2 biggest things that I miss. And like Asian food, like rice. My fried rice is not very, it's not very low in points, but I love fried rice. Ugh. I could have Asian food every day and I'd be happy. I don't know, I don't think that's because I'm Asian either. Because I did not grow up on Asian food. I mean, we used to get it. And my mom would make some dishes, but maybe it is. Maybe it's innate. Maybe it's just in my DNA. So, anyway. Let me know if you have any tips for me, as I'm kind of struggling a little bit. I think I just have been falling off on the weekends and have to be better about that. The problem is, too, is like I just don't want to cook all the time. I'm so sick of it. Just how we ended up getting like HelloFresh in every plate for like 3 years during COVID, starting in 2020. But I'm pretty sure that's why I gained so much weight, and I stopped working out too. And I got high blood pressure because the sodium level in those kits are crazy in those meals, and I didn't realize it. And same with, like, I was trying to keep the calories fairly low in the ones that I would pick, but yeah, it's a lot. So anyway, this is my Thanksgiving mani, my first faux braid / herringbone tile. And then again, Spice of Life. The base of the accent nail is plaid You Came, and then we did pumpkin spice and everything nice, and cinnamon swirl. Oh, I forgot sorry. I gotta do this. I don't think I have to mix this up. It looks like it's really suspended in there. Okay. I don't know. Let's see here. We're adding. I'm going to add this custom Thanks a Million top coat. And on these nails that have Spice of Life, because Spice of Life is more solid. I mean, I know it's a shimmer, but oh, look at that. You guys, that's so good. Okay, sorry. I got a glitter right on the tip. Ooh. Okay. Oh, that's so good. Can you see that? Okay, I hope you can. Look at that. Okay, sorry. I'm going to do my other thumb and my other pinky. My little curvy pinky. That, like, doesn't grow out. It's very short. Alright, now I am going to have to let this dry. Alright. I am glad. I don't know if you stuck with me this whole time, but that was my first braid because Stacy said not to leave the braid till the end for bingo, so I'm getting it done. I think I have, after this, I think I have 5 or 6 left. That is insanely glittery. Okay, and then I'm going to smooth it out, everything out with some Color Street Plumping top coat, I think. I'm not going to do matte on this mani. There we go. Get some glitter. Look at that. So good. Alright. You guys have a great Thanksgiving. And enjoy a short week, hopefully. Hopefully some of you have a short week. We will talk to you later. Bye-bye.